Eight of Cups. Letting go, surrendering. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to balance out? Temperance card. Something is no longer working. And it seems that's been the case for a while now, because I've consistently been getting this theme in my readings, like in general, over the last few weeks, where consistently in every reading, like this has shown up. So I guess this also has something to do with the current astrology, which is I'm actually doing this right when the eclipse is going on, the total solar eclipse in Leo, and it's a south node eclipse, and it calls for a clearing of some kind, and that's fully in line with this card, the first card which showed up, which is the Eight of Cups. Something has to be surrendered. You have to surrender. I'm sorry if there's a lot of noise. Wait, let me close the window. So yeah, there has to be a clearing of some kind, something that has to be moved on from, cutting all losses, and still moving forward. There might be a headspace or mindset where there might be a theme of a sunk cost fallacy, for whoever's watching this. They feel like they have done so much, or so much has happened, or there's this feeling that there's, like, if they walk away from this, they're walking away from a lot, which they don't want to do, because they are somehow not willing to part from what they're being asked to walk away from. But they also have the sense that the situation that they're in is extremely out of balance, and they have to walk away in order to balance this out. Walk away from whatever this is. They might already be walking away from it. And it's a moment which is not the happiest, but it's necessary. It's not the happiest, but it's necessary. Maybe there's a sense of loss, maybe there's a sense of grief, maybe there's a sense of, it's just not the happiest moment. Maybe it's difficult, but it's necessary. And maybe it doesn't make sense right now. Maybe it makes no sense. Maybe I'm getting refugee, I'm getting exile, I'm getting those words in my head, and maybe it's something that's isolating, whatever this person's going through. Maybe it's very isolating. Maybe they feel like they feel really alone in this. Maybe it's an isolating experience, and it's taking a lot from them, a lot that, yeah, definitely not a light situation. Okay, the Three of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles in this context. Why is this here? Eight of Wands. So whatever's happening is moving. It's happening fast. Maybe there's a lot of chaos. Maybe you're not able to comprehend fully what's happening right now. Maybe things don't make sense, but you are still being asked to move just for the sake of moving, because you have no other choice. It's like the show must go on. Even if this thing is happening, the show still must go on, and you're stuck in that kind of a situation. But the Three of Pentacles, is, oh, that's too many cards. I'm not reading that. But yeah, this one also fell out. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this in reverse fell out. Just not feeling satisfied with something, not feeling like this is the ideal situation. You know, this is maybe feeling like unsteady, scarcity, feeling like everything you've built over time is just slipping away from your fingers. Somebody is being given some help. Somebody's being given some help, but that help does not feel aligned with what feels true to you. What feels true to you is the keyword, feels. It may not necessarily be true, but it feels true to you. And somebody might be giving you certain advice about this situation. Again, they might be advising you to, move forward. And the way this is like really specific, right? The kind of advice that is being given does not feel like it's right, because maybe your ego is coming in between. Or maybe it's not ego, maybe it's the sense of, not exactly ego, but like this protective mechanism where somebody's feeling like misunderstood and they feel the need to defend themselves, and they need to be like, no, this is not fair, and I need my truth to be recognized. I need people to know what happened, why this is happening, and they think that this is going to prevent what's going on, but that thought is actually counterproductive. And yeah, the help being given is the help being offered, which this person feels suspicious about, let's say. Is the help being given truly helpful, or should this person listen to themselves? Is it truly helpful, or should they listen to themselves? What's the advice? What's the advice here? Again, that's a lot of cards, and I'm gonna choose not to read that. Okay. Six of Cups. I need more. Okay. Ten of Swords. Okay. The same cards are falling. The ones that I actually did not read, it's the same ones that are falling. So person's inner child feels very hurt. The inner child feels very hurt. There's a sense of, the sense of unfairness, that this isn't right, this shouldn't be happening, I shouldn't have to leave all this behind, I shouldn't have to surrender to the situation, this shouldn't be happening to me, what's going on, all of this is so chaotic. This person's telling me to, like the person who's helping this, the watcher of this video, this person's, the person who's helping me is telling me to do this, but it feels like it's in denial of my reality. That is really hurting whoever's watching this, their inner child. It feels like they're at rock bottom, and obviously it's a painful situation that they're grappling with. Mentally, it's very challenging. It's really challenging, not easy at all. And feels like there's some element of betrayal, but more than that, there seems to be some kind of like feeling of like hostility, that this person's, like just the unfairness of this whole situation. It feels like they're being stolen from, like it's not right. And this is a very intense reading. It's a really intense reading. Being asked to comfort that inner child. Yes, what's happening is wrong. It is wrong objectively. You should not be going through this. But there is hope. It cannot get worse than this. If you're already at rock bottom, you cannot go further down, right? Rock bottom is like the bottommost level. And it's only up from there, So stay strong. Comfort your inner child because you need it. Whoever this is, you're going through some intense shit. And it's not fun. There could be an element of nostalgia. I'm getting Cancer. Like the Cancer sign, Cancer. Yeah, it's like whatever they're being asked to do feels like so icky. That you don't want to do it, but it's like you have to, you're being forced to. And that's a really bad feeling. No other two ways about it. What's the advice to deal with this? What's the advice to deal with this? There's still hope, right? Because again, when you hit rock bottom, I'll repeat the same thing. When you hit rock bottom, the only way from there is up, The only option is to pick yourself up and keep going. When night comes, the next thing to happen is for day to come, right? And then night comes. It's a cyclical thing in life where seasons like this come and go. And this is just one bad season. It's not to be cringe, but Dark Night of the Soul vibes. That's what this is giving. It's spiritual. It's highly spiritual. But considering the timing, yeah. It's so funny that the Tower card is here, because I was literally thinking about this card right before doing this reading when it came out. And this being the advice, the Tower has to fall. Let it fall. It's falling for a reason. Whatever destruction's happening, it's for the greater good. And like I said in the very beginning, it's necessary. It's there to balance things out. right? Right now they're very out of balance, and yes, it's this is obviously a tower situation isn't good, right? Like, it's in the moment, it's not cool. It feels like the worst thing to go through, but it's a canon event. It's something that has to happen. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that it's out of your hands, man. So all you can do is surrender, walk away, move on, surrender. What else is there for the advice? This reading is probably gonna get really longer than my usual ones, but I feel like the message is like that, so I can't end the reading before the Two of Swords in reverse. There's indecision, not being able to move forward, you know, like feeling stuck between a rock and a hard place. Feels like nothing's making sense. You're not able to access your intuition, because again, the health that I spoke of earlier, it feels like it's not in alignment with your truth, you know. So yes, it could be feeling like you can't, you know, it's knocking you off balance. The situation itself is knocking you off balance, but then the people who are trying to help you are also sort of giving you help that isn't really making sense. But that's the thing about this time, that's the thing about tower moments, that's the thing about eclipse season, right? When I'm doing this reading, things don't make sense, but they still happen. And the Fool, sometimes you have to jump, even if you don't know what's happening, what's gonna happen next, even if things are not making sense. You have to take that risk, you have to take a leap of faith, you have to keep faith in the situation, you have to not lose hope, you have to tell yourself that you're gonna be okay no matter what happens. Whatever's happening is for my own good. You know, like, whatever's meant for me is not going to miss me. Whatever's, you know, if there's some kind of delay, divine timings at play, you know, shit like that. Keeping the faith alive is what's being given as the advice. Yes, the journey is tough, but the sun will always rise after night time. The sun will always rise. The night is not here forever, darkness is not here forever, it's temporary. It happens. It can happen to anyone, you know? So keep going, don't give up. Yes, things are confusing. Yes, things don't make sense. Yes, you could be feeling disconnected from everything, like you're in, you know, like your own, you know, sense of justice is telling you, no, this is not cool. But the way out of this, according to some people, that advice is also rubbing you the wrong way. Yeah, that it is a tough situation to crack. So know that it is tough. Give yourself grace. Rest whenever you can. Be well resourced. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. Nourish yourself in whatever ways you need to, in whatever ways you can. Take support, and eventually you'll be fine. It'll be okay. Things are just rearranging themselves right now, and that can be a painful process sometimes. So acknowledge that. At the bottom of the deck, the World card. You have the universe on your side. when you look back at the bigger picture, things will make sense. um, it's okay, it'll be okay. Some kind of a cycle is being completed. Some things that you don't need in your life are being removed. Maybe you are the one who has to remove them, okay? Maybe you are the one who has to end those cycles. Maybe that's one leap of faith you have to take. But either way, you are supported, you are divinely guided. The universe is on your side. This is for your own good. And you will be okay. It's okay, it's fine. Just take care of yourself right now, in this moment. And this is gonna end soon. It's temporary, it's not permanent. You'll be fine. Yeah. That was an intense reading. Whoever's watching, I am sending so much love to you. Yeah. That was it for this week. And if you need any personal guidance, I do give personal tarot readings. All the details are in the description of this video. All the links are there. You can DM me on Instagram. Yeah, like this video if it resonated, subscribe. Yeah, do the drill. And yeah, I'm gonna see you next week with another collective reading.